ಎಂಚ ಉಲ್ಲಾರ್ ಮತ್ತರ್ಲ ನಿಕುಲು ಮಾತ ಸೌಖ್ಯ ಉಲ್ಲಾರ್ ಪಂಟುದು ಎನ್ನುದೆ. For those of you who didn't understand, I was talking Tulu. So by now you would have guessed where I'm heading towards. It is Udupi. I was half asleep but fully scary. I had no godfather here to guide me through, so I had to plan my own transport wisely. After looking around for 5 minutes, I found this queue for auto services. Even if it was early in the morning, I had to stand for 10 minutes to finally get an auto. It hardly takes 6 to 7 minutes to reach here from the junction. I have reached to Krishna Matha. It's very hot. I tried to sneak into this yoga hall to complete my sleep but was shooed away by an old man. So I started to find a room for myself for a day finally. Guys, I have paid 600 rupees for this room, so tell me if it is worth it. It's so humid in Udupi. I have reached here by 4:30 and I was waiting in the yoga hall and I was shooed away from there. So finally I had to book a lodge nearby. So this is the Hariom Lodge. Pretty much okay for a single room. The cost is also fine, but it's really humid. The weather is nothing like Bangalore's. So I'm gonna go rest for a while and then I'll get ready for temple darshana, and I'll be showing you the 8 matas today. It's 8:30 and it's still humid in Udupi. I've taken a bath. I always dreamt of living in a city where no one knew me for a day at least, so even the narrowest streets were exciting me. Here ladies sit in similar uniform to sing bhajanas to Lord Krishna the entire day. With the help of a map, I would be explaining you about 8 mathas and the chronology of visiting them. To start with, at the entrance, you will find Krishna temple in your left. There's an interesting story in Krishna temple, and that's about Kanakana kindi. So the fact is that Kanakadasa was from lower caste and he was forbidden to enter the temple. But he used to play tambura from his house, but a wall came in between him and Lord Krishna. One night, the wall had a crack because of the earthquake, and that crack was never closed again, and that was made into Kanakana kindi for Kanakadasa's darshana to Lord Krishna. And later they built this Gopura in the name of Kanakadasa, and that is written in Kannada as Kanaka Gopura. Even if the temple was crowded, I felt really calm and peaceful. The vibe was completely spiritual, and the visuals like this were awesome. Right behind the Krishna temple, there is a Sarovara which is very much serene, and that's known as Madhva Sarovara. You are not allowed to get inside this Sarovara, but you can see this from afar, and the beauty is so serene. See that bird, how nicely it's enjoying and moving around, making ripples in the water. Moving forward, right opposite to the Krishna temple, there's Chandra Mauleshwara temple, which is really brilliant in architecture. I just love the architecture of all the temples here. It is brilliant. And this temple was built by Chalukyas in between 11th to 12th century. There is another temple right next to Chandramauleshwara temple which is known as Ananteshwara temple, and these two temples are encircled by all 8 mathas and looks like they are guarding them. Ananteshwara temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva, which was built in the 8th century. The architecture is Kerala type temple architecture. They have an oil lamp at the top of this temple. As you exit from Krishna temple, towards your right, you can see Kaniyur Matha. So this is the first Matha which comes after Krishna temple, as you can see on the map. All of these Ashtamatas was established by Saint Sri Madhvacharya in 13th century. Right after Krishna temple, I entered into this Kaniyur Matha, which is the first Matha I entered after Krishna temple. I visited these places early in the morning, reason being is less crowd and I could get some leisure time alone to look into the architectural details of this temple and the mathas. Look around for the architecture, it's all built by wood. The wooden carving is brilliant, I must say, and also you can feel the vibe of so much peacefulness here. Forgot to mention that you need to dress up modestly because this is a holy place. I was disappointed to see so many shops set up here because this is a matha and you shouldn't disturb the ambience by having so much nuisance to it. As you exit from Kaniyur Matha, you can see Sodevadi Raja Matha towards your right, which is around 100 meters away from Kaniyur Matha, as you can see on the map. As I entered Sodevadi Raja Matha, it looked exactly similar to the Kaniyur Matha's interior. The only difference I could make is Sodevadi Raja Matha had wall hanging paintings, whereas Kaniyur Matha had paintings which were directly painted on their walls. Also, Sodevadi Raja Matha is comparatively bigger than other mathas, and almost all the mathas look a little darker inside. It's a little bit scary but very peaceful and very calm. Two aunties were singing bhajanas, and the experience was like I was in Bhool Bhulaiya movie where the actress is singing somewhere. As you can see, they have used wood mostly, like in the maximum quantity for the entire architecture. Like that comes 70 to 75%. This is the 360-degree interior view of Sodevadi Raja Matha, and almost all the mathas look exactly similar like this. Next up we have Puttige Matha, which is right adjacent to the Sode Matha. This matha was a little scary, as you are going to see, and it looks a little bit older than it appears from outside. I think they haven't renovated this Puttige Matha because it was giving a very old essence to the ambience. As I was entering in this place in Puttige Matha, it was quiet and the old look of the building was a bit scary. And then this happened. These mathas are almost similar in architecture. This matha, Puttige Matha, is really little scary, but still almost all the mathas look alike. मेरे ढोल ना सुन मेरे प्यार की धुन. Next up we have Adhamaru Matha, which is the fourth matha after Puttige Matha. You need to walk at least 150 meters to reach here. Again, nothing very much different about this matha. Even this matha had the same architecture, same interiors, same wall paintings, and same vibe. As I told you before, almost all the mathas were closed for darshana. other than Krishna temple, which you have Mangal Arati and Maha Arati in the early mornings. Next up we have the fifth Matha, which is Pejavara Matha. That is also next adjacent to the Admaru Matha. Now we are entering Pejavara Matha. So let's see if we have something different in store or we get disappointed. And to my disappointment, again the same interior designing. And adding on to that, we don't even have any wall paintings in this matha. Out of all these mathas, my favorite became Pejavara Matha just because of the brilliant wooden carvings at the entrance. Just look at them, how beautifully they are carved. Next up we have the sixth Matha, which is Palimaru Matha. Let's see if we find something different, hoping at least 5% of difference. And yes, it was different because it was darker than other mathas. Also, there were many gods' photos in the attic. Next up, we have Raghavendra Matha, which is the seventh Matha next to Palimaru Matha. This Matha was surely different from other Mathas because we had Gaumata inside. Last but not the least, we have our Shiruru Matha, which is the eighth Matha of Udupi. I met this cute little Pandit at Shiruru Matha. His name was Vadiraj. The structure you are seeing here of the parted walls are the similar entrance of all the mathas here. So, after the detailed tour of the Ashtamatas, I was super hungry, so I went to grab idli, vada, sambar. So, after the breakfast, I headed back to my lodge so that I can come back for lunch prasadam. Prasadam duration is from 12 pm to 2 pm. And also remember that the prasadam is being distributed in Krishna temple near Goshala. I think there will be always rush in this prasadam center because the people from many states come to visit this matha. Prasadam was very much simple, which had annarasa, and it was quite delicious. Can you see that auntie having from the floor and not from the plate? That is because she would have had some wish and that wish would have got granted, and this is how she is compensating to the Lord. I hope I was able to give you a detailed explanation about Ashtamathas of Udupi. For more such interesting travel vlogs, do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.